and welcome to episode 2, season 2 of... I lie, it's not season 2, it's era 1. Yeah, it's a little confusing, I know, but we'll get there. It's been a little while, it's been a hot minute since we last did anything, and that'd be so much better if I didn't run into things when trying to shoot my opening sequence. But this episode is going to be a little bit different than normal, because what we're going to do, I'm just going to bring you up to speed on where Laputria, oh great Laputria, is at this moment in time, and some of the other bits that I've done. So it's going to be a bit of a tour, bit of a looking at things. So yeah, hold tight. Let's have a look at those. Let's go. Okay. We're not going to go over the whole of Laputria because that could be a whole season in itself. But we are going to go over the capital and some of the immediate regions and just see what you think. But I thought this shot would be nice, just showing you a little bit of Dunwall, the capital of the Empire of Laputria, the Empire of Liberty and Industry. That's what we are. Yes. Well, I suppose the pub is as good a place to start as any. This is the Lannister Arms. Now, it was, I think, the second bar to be opened in the server. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong, but I'm sure the likes of Mr. Davy Dustin will inform me if I am incorrect, or correct, I suppose. But this has been the site of many a meeting between nations, certainly between Laputria and other people, and still is frequented from time to time. Some of you that have been here a while might remember the Brick Block Incorporated factory, which closed down some time ago. Whilst it does have a new owner, Mr. Thermo Archer himself, who is the Count of the capital, he's been doing some nice things with it, but he likes the run-down look, so he's kept going with that. Now, this is quite an important place, just across the street. This is the Black Bank. Now, the Black Bank is a server location, and is where you can come to exchange your rubies for shards, and your shards for rubies. There are some other things kept in there, but that is, that's Laputrian business only, unfortunately. The Count of Dunwall himself does actually have an office in this building as well, although his access to certain rooms are forbidden. This is the Laputrian Imperial Shipyard. Now, some of you might remember there being a ship in there. Now, she has set sail. The Northumbria is now on the ocean blue, and hopefully going to be bringing us back lots of goodies in the near future. But that will be something that we have to wait for in upcoming episodes. I say upcoming, we don't know. It's going to happen at some point, I suppose. But yeah, I think this was actually my most popular video for a while when I built this. But yeah, really happy with that one. And of course, those of you in more recent times, who can forget the West Riverlands Trading Company? Although technically dissolved, sort of, not really, is now the central trading hub and storage house for the entire of the Empire of Laputria. And once a week is put in the Empire's indent, and Laputrians voluntarily bring resources to be redistributed. Now, the little blacksmith in, I can't remember what it's called now, was it the Black Dragon Blacksmith? I suppose it doesn't matter, but for a while this was a really popular place to visit. Sold a full set of diamond armour for 1 diamond. That is going to be changing soon, not to more expensive, but we're going to be offering a different service. You're going to be able to come here and buy a full new set of diamond tools for 1 shard. Drop a comment if you think that's a good idea, because sales have plummeted since other people are able to sell netherite for like absolutely diddly squat. The market district. Now, Dunwall did actually become a little bit more popular than the server shopping district for a little while, but since then has plummeted. But don't worry, we do have some plans to bring her back up to speed, back into the fray, and soon the cash will be flowing in our fair and mighty city, and Laputria will be back on our way to the top of the financial ladder. In some ways you could call it a server location, but the museum, I think you'd be hard pushed to find anybody who hasn't heard of the museum. yeah, really popular place to visit, especially for new players that want to know a bit more about the world. I will admit I haven't put much in there recently, but that is going to change with upcoming events that are coming. There are going to be some interesting things on the horizon. Which actually, looking at this shot, reminds me I still need to write the book for the war with Nashar. So that'll probably be a task for later today. But yeah, some really cool stuff in there. So if you do get into the server and you do get a chance, check it out, and please leave a donation. While we're still in the shopping district, this is actually going to be the new building for Erebus's Block Emporium, where for all of your block detailing needs. Yes, coming to you at low prices. The blocks that you don't want to get. I would re-put my advert from Season 1, but no, it's kind of out of date. Just a little quick view of my house. I've been living in this house a while. I do need to move out because I am outgrowing it fast. And the original Erebus's Block Emporium, or actually more aptly, the Erebus's Block Emporium factory, which I use as a villager hall, and you can see them all running around in there. They're living their best life, and I get some banging deals. But yeah, that's all there really is for Erebus's Block Emporium. But if you want to see that advert that I said, head on over to the first episode of Season 1 of what was Crack Palace, but I've now renamed it to LoreWorks. But yeah, check it out. And just before we leave Dunwall, the wall, which isn't finished. Like so many projects that still haven't been finished, this one will be in the future, and it'll be a mighty, formidable wall for any invader who doth attempt to siege our fair and mighty city. Okay, so just south of the city of Dunwall is the province of Baronhurst, which is home to Baronhurst Manor. There she is. Biggest house on the server, sort of. It's not really a house anymore. It's going to be the headquarters of the Builders Guild, which is going to be a server-wide organisation. That, well, you'll have to go there and find out. It's not quite open yet, but it will be. But in short, they are going to be responsible for updating certain structures that may have been abandoned, helping players with building and designs, and essentially helping improve the quality of the builds across the server in a polite and friendly way. Their motto in Latin, I can't remember, but in English it is "Here to help," and that is indeed what they will be there for. And for those of you who are a little bit strapped for cash, is going to be a brilliant way for you to make some more rubies and shards, because that is what's going to be happening. But applications are being accepted now. We can start dishing out the work. So those of you that are already in the server, DM me if you're interested, because we certainly do need some more builders. And there's some higher up positions that are going to be available as well. But yeah, there's going to be some cool things coming out of this place. I promise you now. I promise you. Well, I think that's about enough of a tour for one day. In later episodes, I think I will do a full tour of the Empire, and we can go and have a look at Duke's Landing, the Scillis Isles, Barovia, the Ire, Tristidia, Alverpine North and Alverpine South, and Felium, and Gaul, and all those lovely places that were not shown in this video. But they will be, and we are looking for some more people to come over to Laputria. So if you are interested in joining the server, you do unfortunately have to still fill in an application. However, if you are interested, drop it down in the comments, and I will arrange some communication with you. You can do the application. We can see if we can get you in. And Laputria needs people, needs citizens, honoured citizens, to fill roles in government, to fill roles as the most important of citizenry. That is my concern. But But yeah, I end it on that note. I hope you have a lovely good day, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. And cheerio.